Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about why investing small amounts still matters. There are so many people out there who are not investing their money because they don't think the amount of money that they would be investing is enough. So I'm talking as low as $50 per month here. Even if you're investing less than that, or you have the ability to invest any amount, I believe you should be investing that amount. Of course, everybody is in a different financial journey in their life. So if you are in a situation where you are living paycheck to paycheck, or you just at the moment do not have the means to invest even just $25 per month, $50 per month, that is completely okay. You will get there eventually. Bookmark this video, come back to it later, or feel free to watch it, and maybe this will change your mind for in the near future when you are able to start investing small amounts to actually take advantage of that. But if you're in that situation, it is completely understandable for you not to be investing. We go through different stages in life, and we all have a time where it's just not going to work for us to put any of our money toward investments. Because when you're living paycheck to paycheck or really struggling financially, having emergencies pop up left and right, or in a lot of debt, it is almost a luxury to be investing. But as you crawl out of that, you will reach a point where you do start to have money to invest, and that is part of the journey. However, if you are somebody who does have cash left over at the end of the month, whether that be $25, $50, $100 or more, this video is for you, because if you're not investing that, you should be. I'm going to go over some specific numbers in just a moment, but first I want to give a quick thank you to the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. Y'all know how much I love learning more about finances, so I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. As of November 23rd, 2022, Stock Advisor recommendations have returned an average of 353% since inception of the service. Go to fool.com/Layla to get your 10 stock picks now. Okay, I'm going to go over some specific numbers. I do have my notebook here to read off of because y'all know I don't memorize things. And we're going to start with the example of investing $50 per month. Now, this is going to be $50 per month in a investment that returns about 8% on average. So this may be index funds, mutual funds, or some spread of stocks that you may have. And if you do research, then you'll see that most of these do have an average return of at least 8%. Sometimes it's lower in the year, sometimes it's much higher in the year, but on average, we're looking at about 8 to 10% of a return on investments. So 8% is kind of on the low end, or in the mid-range of that. We're also going to be looking at a 20-year timeline, and we're going to assume that you're in a situation, or anybody's in a situation, where you can invest $50 per month for 3 years. So for 3 years, you are paying off debt or just trying to get ahead on your finances, building up an emergency fund, and you don't want to put any more to your investments than $50 per month. So $50 per month for 3 years is a total of $1,800. That's going to cost you $1,800 to put into the market. After 3 years, if you're gaining 8% on that investment, your $1,800 is going to turn into $2,039. Okay, so a little bit of a gain over the 3 years. And again, this depends on the market, so it may be more than that, it could be a little bit less than that. But then after 3 years, you get into a better financial situation, and you can start investing $500 per month for the next 17 years. So this time span together is 20 years. 3 years at $50 per month, 17 years at $500 per month, let's say. So you're gonna start with that $2,039 in your account, because you did the $50 for 3 years. And now you're doing $500 every month for 17 years. And at that 8% rate, you would end up with $223,995. Okay? So we'll keep that number in mind, about $224,000. Now let's look at the same example, but for those first 3 years, you are not investing anything. There's no $50 happening per month. So the first 3 years, you're doing $0 per month. You're just doing whatever you do with your finances. And then after 3 years, same situation. You're like, oh, I can start investing now. And you do $500 per month for the next 17 years at an 8% rate. You end up with $216,157. If we compare the end result of those two situations, the difference in the amount of money that you end up with is $7,839. With that first situation where you are investing $50 per month for 3 years, you gain an additional $7,839. So that means your $1,800 of cash turned into $7,839 in 20 years. Now, I know that that's not crazy. Like, that's not over 20 years, you're like, oh, that's not that great. But think about it. Like, the time is passing anyway. You're probably putting $50 toward, I don't know, buying coffees several times in the month, or buying something unnecessary, buying clothes that are not going to last you for 20 years. You're probably putting $50 toward your phone. That's what you're paying, a monthly fee of $50 to actually finance your phone. Or you're paying $50 or more on subscriptions, and maybe you don't even use those subscriptions. Like, you have Netflix, you have Peacock, you have Hulu, you have all the things, but you're only using one of them, but altogether it's costing you over $50. So the time is passing anyway. You're probably spending that money. There are places that you can probably pull $50 from and invest that for the time being while you feel like money is tight, or while you feel like just $50 doesn't matter, and you can turn your $1,800 into over $7,800. You may be thinking, okay, right now for the next few years, I don't want to invest any money because I don't feel like $50 is worth it per month. But in X amount of years, I'll be in a better financial situation so I can catch up. That's not necessarily the case. One, you don't know, you can't predict the future. You don't know if you will be in a better financial situation in 3 years or 4 years or however long it may be. Of course, that would be what you want to happen, and that's what you are trying to do, but you don't know that. And right now you have time on your side. And even if you try to play catch up, you're still losing that time. You're losing those early stages of your early money invested being compounded. So even if you can put in money later, that's still going to be the same difference. Your $1,800 of cash over 3 years is still worth over $7,800 if you assume 8%. And no matter what calculation you do, even if you try to play catch up, that's still $5,000, $6,000 loss. I also wanted to give the example of $100 because why not? I like numbers. I think it's cool to look at these. So this is the same situation, but instead of $50 per month, you're doing $100 per month for 3 years. Again, at the 8% rate that we were doing before. And for the first 3 years, you do $100 per month. That's $3,600 of your money that's being invested. And then for the next 17 years, you're doing, again, $500 per month. You end up with $231,830. Now, on the other hand, if you don't do that $100 for 3 years and do the same thing as the previous situation where for 17 years you do $500 per month, you're going to get the same number as before, so $216,157. But this time the difference is much larger. So you had invested, if you were doing $100 per month, you used $3,600 of your cash. And if you didn't do that, you would have $15,673 less after 20 years. So your $3,600 invested over 3 years turns into $15,673 over 20 years. The numbers don't lie, y'all. And you don't need to time the market. You don't need to be investing crazy amounts if you're not able to. But if you're in a situation where I was explaining before, where you're spending $50 or $100 on things that are really not improving your life, they are not going to make a difference in your future, you can find ways to cut that back and instead put that toward your investments. A great place to start is your company retirement plans. So if your employer offers a retirement plan, 401k, 457, TSP, whatever it is, and they offer a match for the money that you put in, I strongly encourage you to contribute up to that match because you will be putting in your money, but your company also matches that or some format of matching which makes your money go a lot further. So this is a very easy situation where even if your income is a bit lower, if you are contributing 3% or 4%, 5%, it may end up being $50 per month. And then if your company matches that, it could be $100 per month, and you can see that this math will profit you more money in the long run. I think a lot of people end up getting intimidated by investing because they think it's difficult, which it is. It can be a little bit confusing, but it is not. I will make more videos on how to open a Roth IRA, how to use Vanguard, etc. But with a little bit of research, or if you maybe have somebody in your life who you can reach out to assist you with this. But I'm telling you, if you just Google how to open X investment account, you will find a way to do it. Just dedicate a little bit of time to it. You'll be able to figure it out. And I think that's the issue, is so many people are afraid of it, and then they think that $50 per month isn't worth it. I think a lot of people also see that, the max contribution to a Roth IRA is $6,500 for 2023, for example. So they're like, oh, I'm never going to get close to that. So what's the point of doing anything? And that is just such a bad way to look at it, because something is better than nothing, especially while you are young and you have time on your side, because the money that you're investing in your 20s is going to build so much by the time you get to your 60s. It's insane. As I said, I will make more videos on investing, how to invest. I'm very excited for that. But if you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to leave those down below. If you have the ability to start investing, even if it's small amounts, even if it's less than the 50, like I said at the beginning, still invest it. I think it can go a very long way, and with time you're going to build up your wealth, you're going to start investing more, and you'll be so grateful to look back and see that you built the habit of investing, even if it was $25 per month or even less than that. And you will be glad that that money was there, because you will see that it's going to compound, your money's going to work for you, and after years, that's going to really pay off. Again, thank you so much to the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Check out the description box to go to my link. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.